Hi Scorpio, here is your reading for the month of March 2018. In this reading, I'm not concentrating on a specific area of your life. It's just really what messages are going to come through. It is just a general reading, so just take what applies to you and leave the rest behind. This past week I have been really unwell. I haven't been able to go to work or do any readings, but I am now thankfully on the road to recovery, and I just want to thank everybody who has sent get well messages. Thank you so much for that. Now, the card that you have at the center is the Five of Cups, and this is a card about emotional loss, something that you have lost that's impacted you on an emotional level. Sometimes with this card, it can be about a kind of self-pity, okay? I don't always pick that up with this card, but sometimes it can be that type of energy there where, you know, it may be talking about an element of self-pity. It can also sometimes, for me, talk about how you may feel some regrets about something that has been lost, or your contribution into losing that. And sometimes it can be that you may feel the need to apologize. There are still two cups standing in this card, so not all is lost here, okay? Now, it may be that not all is lost within this particular situation, but it may just be that not all is lost and there is still positive things in your life that you can focus on. Now, in the recent past, we do have Judgment. And Judgment is a card of an awakening. Sometimes an awakening to see something differently. Sometimes to release baggage. Release something that no longer serves us. Making that final judgment call on something. But sometimes Judgment also can talk about second chances. Being given a second chance to set the record straight. Being given a second chance to maybe apologize, as I said, for your contribution in whatever this situation is for you. In the present, if I can't pick it up, I'm afraid, we do have the World card. And the World card is a completion of a cycle. And when we've completed a cycle, then it opens up that opportunity for us to start something new, to start a new cycle, a new chapter. It could be that a particular cycle with somebody has come to an end, and now there's going to be an opportunity here to start a brand new cycle again. Especially if Judgment is talking about second chances for you, and the Five of Cups is talking about having an opportunity to apologize for something. Remember, this can always go vice versa as well. So it could be talking about an apology from somebody else. But the World card also can talk about, as I said, this new chapter opening up where you make the judgment call here. And what's needed here is to forget now what's been lost. And to start to turn around and focus on what is left and what is still positive in your life. In your advice position, we've got the Two of Wands. And this is a choice. A choice about which path you want to go down. For some of you, maybe one of those paths will lead back to someone. For some of you, maybe the other path may lead you in a completely new direction. Maybe for some of you, that choice there is about choosing between two people. In your environment, there's the King of Wands here. Now, this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it may very well be that there's somebody in your environment of one of those signs that is either involved in this situation in terms of the King of Wands is one of these choices here. It could just be that the King of Wands is there because it is somebody that is in your environment in terms of helping you get over this emotional loss. The King of Wands also is somebody that is very independent, somebody that likes adventure, that likes excitement, and somebody that is very passionate. Is this describing some of your qualities or your energies at the moment, Scorpio? Is this how you're feeling? Maybe you're feeling very excited, very passionate, you know, and your passions are stirred about a new cycle or a new chapter that is now opening up for you. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands, as well as external challenges, sometimes it can talk about internal challenges. And the fact that it's in your hopes and fears, yes, it could be talking about how you're feeling internally. That maybe there are some challenges within yourself in regards to a new chapter, in regards to making a choice here. But the Five of Wands can also talk, as I said, about external challenges where there's kind of this butting of heads between people. Quite often it's more about petty arguments. You know, it can talk about people who are not listening to each other, are not listening to the other person's point of view here. But it's something here, because of the placement of this card, it's more about something that you're fearing here. It's not necessarily the reality of the situation. Now, your outcome is fantastic because you have the Sun card. It is the most positive card in the tarot. The Sun helps us to feel energized, rejuvenated. The Sun sheds light on things. In the light of the Sun, we can see things more clearly. We can see our path ahead more clearly. We can see what we need to do more clearly. Whatever this emotional loss is, be it an emotional loss, be it an element of self-pity, be it an apology that needs to be made from you or somebody else, it's all going to work out in the end because we have this Sun card here. Whichever path you choose to take here, whether it is two separate courses of direction or whether it is two individual people, then although I've only got one other person in here, but whatever that Two of Wands again is in reference to, it's going to work out here for you with the Sun card. And you know, what's interesting to me is in the tarot, you've got the Judgment card, and then straight after that comes the World card. They are the last two cards in the tarot. And, you know, as I said, the Judgment card can be about making this judgment call on something. Now, alongside these readings, I'm using the Psychic Oracle deck by John Holland. And you have Major Arcana Triumph. And I'm going to read the passage from the book in regards to what this card is trying to advise you. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey. And I must just say that sometimes that World card can talk about travel. And that, you know, I don't always pick that up with the World card, but it has to be said, it can talk about travel. And as it's the World card, it could talk more about international travel. And if that is the case for some of you, then that is another aspect of where this Two of Wands would figure in. Staying where you currently are, or taking a new path and going further afield, moving somewhere new, you know, a new country, whatever. It's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. Well, you know, with this Triumph card and the Sun card, you know, you're going to get the outcome that you're hoping for. It goes on to say, it's time for you to be single-minded and focus on the end goal. Visualize the successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly and steer carefully toward your highest aim or destination. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. Well, you know, this card as well is equivalent to the Chariot card in the Rider-Waite. And the Chariot, as we know, is the victory card. It is the card that talks about forward movement. It could be that this forward movement here for you is about you starting to move away from this emotional loss. But whatever this is talking about for you, whether, you know, it is a choice between traveling to a new country, living in a new country, whether it's a choice between people, whether it's a choice of now leaving this, whatever you feel has impacted you emotionally, whatever has been lost, leaving that in the past, whatever this is for you, you're going to get victory in this situation. You can't get any more positive than having the Triumph card and the Sun card there. So, thanks Scorpio. Take care. Bye.